click on that and it'll load your
I don't
transaction.
really know what to do when it turns on the light. What do you do?
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Working mothers are constantly needed at work and home. They never get enough time for themselves, which affects them physically and mentally.
The password would be.
In a Stanford blog post, it states, although many working moms have no choice about being the primary parent, others choose to take on more of the child care responsibilities than their spouse. The Michigan study found the women do so even though they work the same hours as their husbands. I am in this position myself. I'm a working mom. I go full-time to school, and I come home and take care of the house and my children on a daily basis. I wake up early in the morning, get everybody up, get them to school. By the time I'm done with my 8-hour workday, technically 9 if you count my 1-hour lunch, I have after-school activities that kids need to go to, like soccer. Then I come home, cook dinner, got to get everybody to bed, got to clean the house. Then once everybody's asleep and the house is somewhat quiet, I have homework to do. Don't get to bed till 12 o'clock. Today I want to talk to you about the effects that happen to working mothers who do not take time for themselves. When a working mother does not take time for herself, she is worn out and has many different things that can affect her. You should care about this issue because a mother or wife who hasn't cared for herself would not be able to take care of everyone else in the family. And let's face it, can your husband really do the job that you can do? My credibility is because I myself live this life every day. So I know what my body experiences, and I also know what kind of a toll it can take. The 3 points that I'm going to cover today are sleep deprivation, stress, and moods. These 3 points will show how women who do not care for themselves are at risk. First, let's talk about sleep deprivation. You're going nonstop, you don't get to bed late. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You're supposed to get at least a total of 8 hours of sleep a day. So what happens whenever you don't have any sleep? Rebecca Silverman states in her research, recent studies have found that lack of adequate sleep is related to weight gain, sexual problems, reduced concentration, mental health problems, cancerous tumors, and even early onset of Alzheimer's disease. You're sitting there and you're not getting enough sleep, you're trying to watch your diet, and you're wondering, why am I gaining all this weight? Your body does not have any way to recuperate, so you're just gaining weight and gaining weight. Try getting a little bit more sleep. There's more to staying healthy and keeping a healthy weight than just exercise and diet. You also have to care for your body. Another thing that sleep deprivation causes is slower reaction times. Imagine you get up in the morning and you're tired, you only had a couple hours of sleep. You have to get your kids to school. You get in the car, get behind that wheel, and you start driving. Car in front of you stops all of a sudden. Your reaction time is delayed because you haven't had any sleep. Next thing you know, you hit the rear end of that car. Not only have you possibly hurt yourself, hurt your children, hurt the people in the car in front of you, but you've also damaged your only means of transportation. Is sleep deprivation worth all of that?
Hello.
The next point I want to point out is of stress.
Hello?
Brent W. Boss states, excess stress boosts the output of the cortisol hormone, which in turn can increase the risk of high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, depression, and anxiety. With all of these problems, high blood pressure alone, how are you going to take care of your family if your blood pressure is skyrocketed? You have a heart attack, stroke out. You can't take care of your family. Who wants to really take care of their family and then also on top of everything else have to manage diabetes? These alone will slow your ability and you can't help anybody. And like I said, can a man really do what the woman does? Anxiety is a major problem also with stress. Anxiety, it's where your mind is running nonstop. You're continuously worried about things. This alone can cause high heart rate. It can cause a lot of different problems in your body. You need to lower the stress levels. Mood issues is my third topic. A big problem with overworked mothers is depression. Most mothers who are constantly working, who are depressed, they are constantly worried about everyone and everything around themselves, and they start to feel like they can't do it. This puts them into a depression. Katrina Alcorn states up to 30% of mothers and of young children were reportedly depressed in 2003, and Dr. Adhikari's study shows that compared to stay-at-home moms, working moms show more depression and anxiety. The reason behind this is because most moms that have to work a job, they are at their job wondering what's going on at home. They feel like they are letting their family down because they're not with their children 24/7. They don't get the luxury of staying home and taking care of their children, so they feel like they have let their kids down, their family down, and this rolls into a state of depression. Once somebody is in a state of depression, they may start not wanting to get up at night. They may want to make it to the point where they just don't want to do anything anymore. Depression is a serious mental problem in working mothers that are overworked and overstressed. So the 3 points that I discussed were sleep deprivation, stress, and mood issues in working mothers. A working mother takes better care of her family than she does of herself, and this can cause serious health issues. So, if you're a husband or a son, take time to help your wife or your mother with the little things at home so she can have a moment to herself, even if it's just, hey, I'm going to clean the house for you so you can kick back, put your feet up. You don't have to do anything this Saturday morning. Drink a cup of coffee. Working mothers deserve to have a little bit of relaxing time, just like fathers do, if not for themselves, but for their health. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
And your email?